The Young and the Restless by and R. Spoilers recap for Thursday, August 10, reveals that Audra Charles, Zalika Silver, will seem impatient as she calls Nate Hastings, seen Dominic, and pushes for updates on whether he's talked to Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, about merging Newman Media with Augustus. Nate will push Audra to give him some time before he joins Victoria and Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, for a meeting. That'll give Nate a chance to insist he's looked over the numbers and decided that Adam Newman's Mark Grossman idea makes sense to avoid redundancies. Nikki will act like Nate wants to defy Victor Newman, Eric Braden, but he'll make it clear that he's not suggesting they do anything behind Victor's back. Victoria will think it's best to let Adam crash and burn on his own, especially since she won't want to give him the satisfaction of getting what he wants. However, Nate will urge Victoria not to make this personal and just do what's best for business. Despite feeling like it'll be a tough sell to Victor, Victoria will admire Nate's passion and will agree to think about it. At the GCAC on Thursday's I and R episode, Adam will sit down at Audra's table to seek news on her progress, so Audra will insist she's got a two-step plan in motion. Audra will wonder where she'll land after this merger happens and will know she'll no longer be able to run the show. Adam, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, and Sharon Roselles, Sharon Case, will all be in charge of everything, but Audra will want to be second in command. Although Audra will want it in writing that she'll retain a position of power, Adam will scoff since she doesn't have leverage. Audra will hint about having a couple cards left to play and will act like she's the best person for the job anyway. In the end, Adam will push Audra to make Newman Media part of the merger like she's supposed to, and then they'll see about the rest. Afterward, Adam will cross paths with Nate, who'll call Adam out for his despicable and pathetic blackmail scheme. Since Nate sold out his own family, Adam won't think he has any room to talk. Adam will suggest the difference between them is that he actually embraces the kind of person he is, and he'll think Nate needs to do the same. Once Nate returns to Victoria at Newman Enterprises, she'll admit she's given his earlier idea some thought and believes it has merit. That said, Victoria will insist she has one caveat. Next, Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, will meet with Tucker McCall, Trevor Street John, and Ashley Abbott, Eileen Davidson, about working for them inside Jabug to push Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters over the edge. Billy will wonder what's in it for him, so Ashley and Tucker will insist he can run Jabug once they take over. After Tucker and Ashley push the idea of Billy stepping out of Jack Abbott's, Peter Bergman, shadow, he'll decide he's in. When Billy's alone, he'll text Jack about Ashley and Tucker heading over to the Abbott house. Billy will advise Jack to be prepared for anything. Once Tucker and Ashley arrive, they'll end up in the living room with Jack, Diane, and Abby Newman Abbott, Melissa Ordway. Abby will insist Diane and Tucker need to go or else their spouses are never going to work through the conflict. Tucker will offer to take Diane to brunch and try to reach their own tent, so she'll get on board and head to society with him. Back inside, Tucker will suggest maybe Billy has his own agenda and will think things seem just a little too good to be true. Once Nikki appears, she'll learn Billy and Tucker have seemingly found some common ground when it comes to Diane. After Jack and Ashley hug over their truce, Abby will deem taken aback over them coming together so fast. In a moment alone with Jack, Abby will wonder if this is just another one of her mom's ploys, but Jack will think Ashley deserves the benefit of the doubt. At Crimson Lights, Diane will sit down with Audra and confront her over her connection to Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller. Audra will act like maybe Kyle needs a break from his whole life, but Diane will insist he needs his family. Furthermore, Diane will think Kyle is still in love with Summer Newman Abbott, Allison Lanier, and that he belongs at Marchetti. Audra will act like she just wants to support Kyle during his crisis, but Diane will think she's a user who puts herself first. Diane will feel confident that whatever's happening between Audra and Kyle will fall apart. Later, Diane will come home to Jack with concerns about Billy playing his part a little too well. It'll leave Diane worried that maybe Ashley has really turned Billy against them. The Young and the Restless spoilers say suspicions about Billy's true motives will continue to swirl, so stay tuned. CDL will have other sizzling Young and the Restless spoilers, updates and news, so make us your one-stop Y and R source.